So what's the grape explorer talking about today? So one of the most under the radar wine regions in all of France is called VDP wines. Well, what does it actually mean? What does VDP mean? There's actually a pronunciation of the region. So it's called Vin de Paille. And what that means is vin means wine, de means of, and paille means of region. So it is Vin de Paille d'Oc. And that is actually on the map, on our transit map that we're actually going to show you. So right near Cabriac, all the way down here to the south, you will actually see the region where it says Vin de Paille d'Oc. So what does it actually entail the region to be, or what do they actually do? Well, they actually do varietals. And when we talk about varietals, it could be anything from Chardonnay to Cabernet to Sauvignon Blanc. But we bought two, what I would call very interesting grapes here. We have actually the first one, which is called Vermentino. The French pronunciation, or the French word I should say, is called rolle, R-O-L-L-E. And instead of the name rolle, the producer here, which is called Domaine de Cabriac, which we're friends of, decided to call this grape Vermentino. Because of the popularity of Vermentino, Vermentino is a very, very interesting grape that actually was planted by the Greeks. What the Greeks did was they went all over the Mediterranean area here and planted grapes all along here. And then they came all the way to Italy and they planted grapes in the Santerre area, which is the Italian Riviera. They also planted Vermentino in Sardinia, which of course is the island off the coast of Italy that's actually part of Italy today. But that Vermentino is becoming a very, very interesting grape for people. They really are curious about this grape. Other than Chardonnay, what's out there? What can I actually enjoy? Because I'm not a Sauvignon Blanc drinker. I like Chardonnay, so what's the closest thing to Chardonnay that I can actually drink? And I always talk about Viognier as being that kind of a grape. So this one is from France, of course, and this is from Domaine de Cabriac, which is in, they're located in the Corbière region. So all of their varietals come from the VDP appellation. The second grape, which is planted all over the south of France, is called Viognier. Now, Viognier is a grape that is the major grape of Condrieu, which is in the Rhone Valley. It's quite an exotic grape. It's very hard to grow. It needs a special microclimate. These kind of wines do not give a lot of acidity, so they're very flowery and you smell a lot of perfume. But the flowers are indicative of these wines, apricots and all sorts of beautiful fruits. But Viognier is another wine that a lot of people might have discovered yet. They might not have tasted these wines, but you should really try these wines because they're so unique to anything that's completely different than Chardonnay and Sauvignon Blanc. Again, this is the Grape Explorer. We're talking about grapes, we're talking about wine, and we're talking about wine regions.